Hi, hello, welcome. I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do for this video because I didn't want too much going on the screen while I introduced myself in voiceover form. But right before I started recording this, I realized that I had plenty of screenshots from the game that I could use, so enjoy those as I talk. I hope I get more comfortable with these going forward and hopefully won't have to write myself a little script for every video. But anyways, hi, my name is Kayla. Played The Sims for who knows how long. Well, actually, it probably wouldn't be too hard to figure out since I started with The Sims. And according to Google, it was released in February of 2000, which means I would have been 11 when it came out. And I'm now 36. The only expansion I ever had for the original game was Vacation. And I just so happened to have found the games when my mom and I were cleaning out a cabinet early this year. Of course, right after I found them, EA re-released the game with all of the expansions. I haven't decided yet if I should get the legacy version or see if the copies I have would work with my computer. I definitely moved on to The Sims 2, and over time ended up having all the expansion packs for the game, but none of the stuff packs. I did end up getting rid of the physical copies because I was able to use the codes that were on the back of them to get the game in the EA app. When The Sims 3 came out, I did the demo and wasn't really fond of the game, so I decided not to spend my money on it and stuck with playing with Sims 2. Even when The Sims 4 came out, I was still playing The Sims 2, but I eventually gave in and started playing The Sims 4. Honestly, I still love it, and for the most part, there are parts from The Sims 2 that I miss with 4, but mostly just cars now. Even though I'm getting a bit more into gameplay, I still build a ton and really like building realistic garages. Yes, with the cheats to get to debug, you can have cars for decoration, but I think it would still be nice if they added a few to the game. Not even for us really to drive, since it's not an open world like The Sims 3 was. But in The Sims 2, you could sit in the car, or crew in the car, and when you did go somewhere, you could get in the car and start to drive, and then had a loading screen, which I would be totally fine with. I'm lucky enough to have all the expansion, game, and stuff packs. However, I don't have all the kits. There are many I know I will end up getting. Actually, I just bought them. But there are a few that are just not my style, and I probably won't get. We'll see though. All in all, I'm still a big fan of the game and hope to continue playing and sharing with you for the foreseeable future. In all honesty, I hope that project today is The Sims 5. But in order for me to want to get it, there will have to be several things that didn't come with The Sims 4 base game right away for me to really want it. And I've actually been working on a couple of my own gameplay challenges. If you saw my post last week about Barbie going on a break, you would have seen the picture of the spin the wheel I created for choosing gameplay challenges going forward, especially after I finished Chinatown, which I only have a couple Sims left. There are 3 on there that I've been working on: Beach Villas, Coastal Town, and Creative Center. Yes, the idea of them is very similar to Tiny Town, but they're all set in different places, and I've already created lots for them, both residential and residential rental. I've already picked names, skills, aspirations, etc. for the Sims. But I just started creating the Sims. I hope to have them ready to share in maybe a month or so. I've always enjoyed building, but not so much gameplay, and it's sort of swapped. I haven't been inspired as much lately to build, but when an inspiration does strike, I have to start building or write it down before that goes away. Since I'm in the middle of several gameplay series, I haven't had too much trouble in that department. I would very much like to know your thoughts going forward, though, on gameplay and building ideas. One important thing to note is I won't be doing long voiceovers for most of my videos. They will be much shorter than in this video, so I hope you're okay with music for most of the video. I'll start doing voiceovers just at the beginning of videos that will probably only last a minute or two. I know I've shared more about the game than myself, but I don't really know what I should say about myself other than the gaming aspect. If you really want to know more about me, check out my website by the same name or my Instagram. The links are in the channel description. And actually, a little over a month ago, the website got a little update, and I'm still working on getting it revamped. Have a wonderful day or night.